Hi, my name's Samira. I'm going to talk to you today about meditation, why we should be doing it, why we avoid doing it, how to do it, and what will happen if we do it. So, meditation is very simple. It shouldn't be some confusing, complicated process. It is as simple as checking in with where you're at, feeling where your body's at, feeling the rhythms that are going on inside you. And by doing that, you get this really truthful knowing of how you're living. So, and this is what's been recommended in religions and spiritual teachings forever and ever. And you think this would be the fundamental of what we learn to do at school, but it's not. Instead, we get caught into these momentums that drive us, and we're trying to be everything to everyone. And we got to like get up and make money and be healthy and get on with the day and consider this and consider that and everyone else's feelings and what's going on. And our life gets filled with all of these other things. And we really have kind of lost that innate way of just going, boom, I'm here. How am I within all of this? How do I bring myself to the world? We get drawn into, being what the world is making us instead of bringing what we are to the world. So, meditation is a way of getting back in touch with who we truly are. And it's as simple as really following your own breath, just feeling your breath come in, feeling the gentle pause, feeling your breath release. That's it. It really doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. But we avoid doing this. Why do we avoid doing this? Because when we start doing this, it may not feel amazing. It might feel actually pretty awful. We are so used to being on these treadmills of running around and running around and running around that when we go stop, it's like that train that doesn't stop. In fact, we start really feeling what we're doing to our body, the toxicity we're putting in, all of the tension inside of us. It feels horrible. And we're thinking that we're going to meditate and suddenly we're going to be enlightened, like, ba-ding! Everything's going to feel amazing. And instead, we're lying there and our brain's going, blah, 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 and we can't really focus. And we're trying to do the breath thing and we're getting frustrated with ourselves and we're going through this big process. And many people then just go, yeah, enough, meditation's not for me. I'll do something else. I'll go for a cycle ride or something else. And that's fair enough. But I promise that if you actually get through that horrible bit of like feeling all your tension and all of everything else, and you learn to just keep surrendering and keep dropping it, there is a space underneath that is so beautiful, that is so divine. And that is worth all the gold in the world. It's just incredible. And when you find that space of stillness, you find that space where you can just be with you and feel how your body feels, then you are given that kind of stake in the ground in the middle of all of this swirling chaos of your life to say, I know who I am. I can deal with this. You can sort of hold a perspective on the rest of the world where you know how you're feeling and you can see how other people are feeling, but it's okay because you know where you're at within it. So, how do we do this? As I said, it's simply a matter of breathing. And, you can go online and find all types of meditations that tell you to breathe in a certain number and out a certain number, or to do stimulating breaths, the kind of thing to sort of cheer yourself up for the day. And, no doubt if you're feeling like you need a bit of gearing up, you'll quite enjoy getting stimulated. Or if you feel stressed, your nervous system will quite enjoy these long breaths to calm it down. But all of these things are still imposing another momentum on top of your natural rhythm. And to me, meditation is about getting in touch with your natural rhythm. Who are you in this world? What essence do you bring to the world? Do you actually have the courage to stop and to feel that without everything else that you think that you are? To just go, okay, here I am. Let me just feel this breath. So the advice that I give is to start with gentleness, to find a place that's nurturing and warm, You don't have to be in an uncomfortable position or ramrod straight. You can be sitting down in a chair. You can be lying down. If you fall asleep, that's fine. That just means you're tired. You'll come back to it again and again, and it will be okay. And then just allow yourself to start dropping that tension. And just come to the very tip of the nose and just see if you can just feel the texture of the breath come in. How sensitive can you be with yourself? How delicate can you just allow yourself to be, to feel that delicacy of that breath coming in, and just follow it gently into the body, the expansion of the lungs, that moment of holding and the release, and feeling it come back out the nose and seeing if you can feel the texture of the warmth. And then repeat. And it really is that simple. But the complex thing is that the brain doesn't like you stopping. It's addicted to these cycles we're going round and round in. So it will start telling you everything that you think you should have done, that you're meant to be doing. You'll start feeling like itchy or bits in your body that aren't comfortable, or you want to scratch, or anything to distract you from actually connecting in. So don't beat yourself up if that happens. Just simply go, okay, see if you can bring your attention back to the tip of the nose. Breathing gently in. You can even say to yourself, breathing gently in, because that is keeping your mind focused on what the body is doing. And then you can even say, breathing gently out and allowing yourself to go through this. And if your mind is really tricky and you find that you do that for a few breaths and then it just wanders off and you forget where you're at for 10 minutes and you come back and you're like, oh God, yeah, I was meditating. Oh, okay, I got to get up now. Sometimes it can be good to actually set a goal. Now, I know that goal setting is not about being in the moment, and breathing is all about being in the moment, but it's building a discipline for yourself. So you can say, I'm going to do 10 or 20 or 50 or even 100 breaths. And then you start counting it, breathing gently in 1, breathing gently out 1, etc. And the advantage of doing this is when you get to like 15 and your mind wanders off, something in you, because you've been counting your way up, kind of gets you back into it quicker. It's like, oh, where was I? 15. Okay, breathing gently in 15, and you come back to the process. Now, if you are still struggling with holding this process yourself, I do have some online meditations that are free. So you can have me talk to you gently in the background and just ask you to drop into your natural rhythm. I hope this helps. If you want to email me or get in contact, my website is innerheart.space. Thanks very much.